Colonel Sanders? Ah, of course that's right up her alley. I understand wanting her to take home Saruka and Rika-chan. But I can't understand the Colonel Sanders. What's so good about that four-eyed geezer? Probably better to hear from Reina, don't you think? She'll probably just say, because it's so cute, though. Does Reina often go to the construction site to hunt for treasure? Every now and then she says she's going to have a look. But a girl her age roaming around garbage is, well... If Reina enjoys it, then I think it's fine. What were they doing over there? Dam construction? And it's been bugging me since yesterday, like an itch I couldn't scratch. Haha, of course it was canceled long ago. Everyone gathered together to fall against it. Hearing an ominous word like fuck come from Rika-chan's mouth startled me. That's right, it was unbelievable. They said Hinamizawa would be sunk into the reservoir and we had no say in the matter. So I'm only able to be here because the protest succeeded. I'm sorry, I didn't keep you, did I? My deepest apologies, Keiichi-san. It took me a while to powder my nose. Saruko, wait to use the can until you really have to go. It's a lot easier since it shoots right out. How dare you speak that way to a maiden of unparalleled beauty such as myself? Who's she calling a maiden? If Saruko really was a maiden, she wouldn't have reacted like that. The usual hijinks ensued. Now then, gentlemen, in accordance with the rules of our society, I bring a point to discussion. He, in case you may reckon, wishes to be included as a member in our activities. What say you? Reina has no objections. Oh, I wonder the likes of this peasant is up to the task. Me and Saruko both approve. The three that Mion had queried voiced their approval. A unanimous decision. Congratulations, Keiichi Meibaru-kun. I present you the honor of being allowed to take the entrance exam for our club. Start from the beginning. I didn't say I would join. What club is this? Well, our club does, you see. In order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under different sets of rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. I'm pretty weak, so I prefer if you didn't single me out. Let's try to get along. You're so naive, Reina. The law of the jungle is survival of the fittest. This is starting to sound a bit sketchy. So what kind of club was this? It's a game club, dude. To sum it up, it's a club where we play games together. Rika-chan was the only one to answer my question with a pertinent response. So basically this club put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use. By playing the various games that Mion had hoarded every day, it seemed that depending on the day, there were prizes for the winner or a penalty for the person who finished in last place. I'll make this clear right now, we aren't playing house here. You should treat each win or loss as if your life depends on it, alright? What's wrong with just having fun? Don't you make it sound so crazy. The first rule of our society, aim only for first place. Going at it half-assed just because it's a game is not allowed. Rule number 2 of our society, for that reason you are obligated to make all possible efforts. The way Saruko said it sounded like she was saying, use any means necessary. Of course, I'll do my best too. I'm pretty weak, but I'm trying my best. I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everyone's aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun. Alright, then I too will go all out. With that, I was finally ready for the right initiation, my baptism into the club. A word of warning, Kei-chan. You're going to get pretty nasty. This initiation looked like it's going to be rough. We then began fishing around in the student lockers in the back of the room. They had the games here at the school? Well, it's club equipment, so I guess that's fine. Complicated games will put Kei-chan at a disadvantage, so today we'll play a game that you should be familiar with. How about a standard card game, like Old Bachelor? Alright, let's do this. So it's Old Maid. Can't really get into it unless there's a penalty. This time the loser will be sentenced to having their face drawn on. What do you think? Oh, it won't be oil-based paint, right? Right? Oil-based face painting with oil Phase paint? What? That's perfect! Sako cheered the idea on. She didn't even flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. It seemed like she was raring to go. If it's going to be like this, I can't lose either. Then I'll just cut the deck and start dealing. Old Bachelor is pretty much the same as Old Maid. There's only one difference, there's no Joker. In its place, one card is pulled out at the start. I mean, there will be one card without match left over at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. I'll take out the card now. Reina took out one card and left it face down on the table. Everybody stared at the card intently. Well, it'll be pretty obvious in the endgame. No way to tell it at the start. But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. They compared their cards to the one face down, all while gouging each other's reactions. It was as if they could see what the face down card was. No, it couldn't be. This deck is pretty worn out. No way, can everyone tell by the scratches on the card what the... interesting.
Remember the second rule of our society. Keiji-san must try his hardest to win as well. And now that cards are quite unique, Keiji-san should be able to remember them pretty quickly.
She said that so matter-of-factly. Suits me fine. Don't think of a little thing like that can be your crutch. I lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious I was at a disadvantage. After all, they'd gone so far as to memorize the wear and tear for each individual card. This wasn't a simple game of Old Bachelor. This was a test. Then they were playing with the answer sheet in front of them! Bring it! I'll take advantage of your carelessness and beat you at your own game. Is this Yu-Gi-Oh now? Jeez. That baseless confidence would soon be crushed.
Kiki! How about I tell you your hand starting from the right 3, 4, 9, Jack, Queen. Ah! By the way, the Bachelor is the Jack of Diamonds. Ah! I can tell what they are even if you switch them around. I'm out. Oh!
I thought I was prepared, but for it to be this brutal, just overwhelming. Demons! You're all demons! Reina isn't a demon, are you?
Sorry, Keiji, this is a 3 of hearts, isn't it? I'm out!
Wah! I have a hint of mercy. Reina, even Reika-chan. These club activities weren't to be trifled with, and alumni of this club would definitely survive in its cruelest situations. If our entire class had self-dating kind of strapped to their necks and were dropped into a deathmatch on the storyline, these guys would probably take it to it like fish to water. I can already picture that their joy as they hunt down each of their classmates. It's a lowest point system. The order itself dictates the points. Whoever's lowest point totally wins.
Since Kenji can finish last, he has 5 points. There's already a 5 marked
out on my scoreboard.
I think it's unfair, Kenichika, if we don't use a new deck.
It's fine. It's been fine. Kenichika's a man after all. He can turn the tables even if the odds are stacked against him, right?
It's fitting for a lowly peasant to scamper home and soak their pillow in tears, don't you think?
With two hair laying on top of my head, which was trembling from uncontainable frustration. Those Rika-chans.
Keep on fighting, yeah!
Thanks to Rika-chan's words of encouragement, I was able to calm down. You need to be calm, especially when you're cornered. That's the power I could muster during this crisis. Think clearly, Keishi Maebara. Take your time and look at the cards carefully. Just as Reina said, each card has its own distinct markings that made them stand out. Memorizing them should be pretty simple. Think about what you can do in this situation. Try everything in your power to improve your chance of victory.
Whoa, great Kenichika, just like that!
I covered the uniquely marked cards in my hands, or other cards, arranging them in such a way that they couldn't be seen.
Along the rib corner should be 5, and I'm out.
I couldn't let any of those precious hints slip by. All information is a weapon. Then it was my turn. Sanko fanned out her cards for me.
You see, I went to 7.
Is it this one? I wonder about that.
You will know that to take it.
There's a bit of dismay in her expression. Like she doesn't want to take it. That kind of expression. I won't let that momentary lapse slip me by. I know! It's this one! Got 7 spades! Such here. Ooh, rang outs!
What is this? The 7 should be the hardest of all to tell apart.
It was for memorizing the markings, those slight changes in their expressions as I was selecting the card were enough. Can't hide from me, Keiichi-chan. This mark means it's 2 of diamonds. What? She was startled by her own misread. Of course, everyone else was too.
Whoa, it's rare that Mii-chan gets a card wrong.
No, Kei-chan, could it be you? They told them apart by different marks. That mark was a nail scratch, so I put a new one on it.
Are you saying he disguised it as the 2 of diamonds? What an impressive show of wit! Keiichi landed a clean hit.
Clap, clap, clap.
That's great, Kenichi. That was an incredible match, you know?
Having defeated the Forerunner Mion, my brilliant battle left me ecstatic. But by total points, it was already set in stone that Mion would win and I would finish last. I laughed haughtily, selected and toned my voice carefully to get on Mion's nerves. Well, I'm going to end up the loser, but I'm satisfied with one-upping Mion at the end. Wahahaha! That should be the proverbial slap in the face to Mion, who is at top already ensured victory. Even if Kei-chan gets first place this round, he'll still end up last overall. Don't you hate that? Of course I do. Let's have a duel. 1 chance. If you win, then we'll swap first and last place. How about it? You up for it? She fell for it. A chance for an upset that wouldn't have been possible without goading her into it. 1 chance, you say? Let me hear the rules. Mion discarded 2 cards from her hand, then replaced one with the Joker card that was on the table, then shuffled the resulting hand behind her back. The card in my right hand or the card in my left. If Kei-chan can guess which hand the Joker is in, then he wins. When you turn around just now, you didn't pull off the Joker, did you? If you lose, I'll show the card in the other hand. That okay? The other 3 gulp nervously at this unexpected turn of events. Alright, you've got it. Mion grabs 1 card in each hand and thrusts them out to me. First, I need to inspect them closely. The card on the right had no distinguished marks, I couldn't tell which one it was. Which one I wanted? Keiichi.
Which one I want? Keiichi, couldn't be careful.
Yeah, of course, this is my chance. For a big upset, look closely at the card on the left, I saw it's a little weird. It wasn't one I hadn't seen before.
That card is...
I didn't let that bit from Sako slip by me. Mion clucked her tongue. I didn't recognize the mark on the left from the small number I had memorized. I didn't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Sako's reaction that card had already appeared during the game. Since it had already appeared before, it meant that it definitely wasn't the Joker. Oh, Keiichi, the thing is the one on the right. Will you choose that one then? Will you? But the left card definitely wasn't the Joker. If I could trust that theory, then I should have been able to declare the card on the right was the Joker. Yet without Mion's tunneling, the one on the right was the most suspicious. But wasn't it a bit too rash to decide based solely on Sako's reaction? More careful. Aha! I remember now. That mark, the left card, no doubt about it. The 7 of clubs. There's a 7 of clubs I see. I've won. The card on the left was a 7 of clubs, so that meant the card on the right was the Joker. And then just before my hand touched the right card, I froze. I'll expect no less from you. There was a wave of murmurs amongst the onlookers at my sudden halt, right before I confirmed the right card was the Joker. Huh?
What could Keiichi possibly be saying? I mean, the left one is... Shh.
Oh, what makes you so certain that the right one isn't the Joker, Kei-chan? Mion let loose an unexpected question. Everyone else was baffled. I don't know what the card on the right could be, but I know that the one on the left is 7 of clubs.
And doesn't that leave the right one as the Joker? One of them has to be the Joker, right?
Yeah, one of those is the Joker, right?
Keiichi has good intuition. Huh? Rika-chan, what do you mean by...
So basically, the 7 of clubs, I discarded that by matching with Sako's 7 of spades earlier. Arrow's attention snapped to this discard pile at the same time. The truth of the matter couldn't be discerned from that sloppy pile, so that means Mion pocketed one of the discarded cards, then aligned it over the left card, and that means...
I see, I get it. This left card is being disguised as a 7 of clubs, right?
It's the first time since the start of the match that a shadow ran across Mion's expression, and I didn't let that slip by. Then, with a grand flourish, I declared it loudly. The Joker is the left one! It was an intense moment. That 1 second felt like an eternity for everyone there. Breaking the silence, the first one to speak was Mion. Being the first president of this club, I been witness to a variety of performances. Kei-chan, yours is the best. The best of the best of the best! That was probably the greatest compliment I could give. And accepted her defeat, dropping the cards from both hands. My comeback victory! Rika-chan placed her hand on my head and began petting it, congratulating me on my victory.
Oh, Rika-chan is...
Reina and Sadako gaped at us, as if they had seen a ghost. Was it, Reina? It's not as if I cheated or anything, right? That's just fair and square.
Rika-chan only pet someone on the head to console them.
Huh? What's the meaning of... At the moment, Reina let out a small shriek.
Keiichi-kun, this is how it was?
You know, Keiichi-chan, I thought you'd read into it that far. Everyone froze. No, it was just me. It was a gamble. If you had just jumped to the conclusions like a little brat, then I would have lost. It was the answer everyone was certain about. Leon picked up the card from the losing hand. Kei-chan, you know you should take pride in this loss. She turned it around. That was the card that proclaimed the victor of this duel. The card under 7 clubs? Unbelievable, it's a 2 of diamonds! It was a setup behind the setup. If I just picked the right one without reading so deeply into it. I, Miya Sanzaki, as the club president, do accept Kei-chan Glenburn's membership into our club. As I slumped into my knees, dazed, everyone let out a round of applause for the excellent effort I gave despite my defeats. The match is now over. Today's victor is me, Miya Sonozaki, and our exalted loser is Keiichi Maebara. Everyone made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I felt I was bested, but I was so soundly beaten that it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing.
When Miya-chan pulled that little trick behind her back, I got excited thinking she's going to do it again. When Keiichi stopped at the moment before touching the credit card, I thought he fell for it.
He fell for it quite handily. Huh? Hey, wait. All of them knew from the start, still got so excited so earnestly? Everyone got excited to make it more fun. Yeah, you're all demons! You monsters! Ow!
Now then, Keiichi-san, it's time for your penalty. Since it's your first day participating, I'll go easy, okay?
It would be a problem if you refused to come to school. The other 3 members held down my arms and shoulders firmly. Anne approached, licking her lips. Her right hand went to pull something out from her pocket. That's a felt tip marker, and it's large and oil-based. Okay, here we go. Here we go! She took the cap off the marker and brought it slowly up to my face while I was immobilized. No, no, no! I let out my death throes. The title screen. Come on, transition, transition, transition. Okay, I'm going to save. And then I'm going to stop playing the game for now. I mean, it's interesting, and I'm sure it will definitely pick up more once things happen. But it's very slow, and I don't know when something happens. But, you know, if you guys are interested in seeing the rest of this game and hearing me talk constantly, leave a comment and like it. If I get enough views and likes on this, I might play more of it. Like, I have no problem doing that, but if no one's interested, I won't. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next game, and stay humble.